I know number 2 might sound ridiculous, however, it is what it is. Hello and welcome back to With the Tea. My name is Tatiana, and on this channel we discuss growth, business, and self-improvement. So if you're watching this video today, you probably need to understand the top 3 reasons why you're feeling mentally drained. No worries. Not only we're going to talk about the top 3 reasons, we're just going to go into some tips, some tricks, and some information that you can use to help overcome that feeling. We're going to talk about how to become more energized and lively again. So without further ado, grab your tea. I'm sipping on Yogi Positive Energy Tea. Don't judge, I have 2 packets. And let's just get right into it. Let me preface this by saying, if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling drained, take a day, take 30 minutes, take 40 minutes to decompress. Some of the things, the tips that I have are kind of action items, and you don't want to go right into action items after feeling mentally drained. So take a day, breathe, whether that be in your car, like I love to do. I love to get in my car and decompress. That's truly important before you start taking these action items. All right, the top reason why you're feeling mentally drained has to do with financial stress. I know that might sound obvious to some. Instead of talking about, the financial stress, that whether that be living paycheck to paycheck or working longer hours or, may even be unemployment. But we're going to talk about how you can come out of that feeling more lively and energized again. So my first tip for you, recognizing your relationship or connection to money. I know this seems interesting, but granted, it will help. So for me, I was in a bind a couple years ago of trying to get on my feet with the finances that I had acquired. Things started being stressful, and it started, taking a toll on my mental. But it opened my eyes to start doing that responsibly. And so a suggestion that I have for you is just to understand your emotional connection, whether that be like me, someone that just loved to shop for no reason whatsoever. You would find me in the grocery store picking out new sauces because it was fun. So, and that brought me joy, quote unquote. It was just a connection that I had to money that wasn't healthy. And so I urge you to figure out that connection. Sometimes it may not be what it seems. For example, I had a friend, and I'm not calling him out. We are very close on sharing our weaknesses, but he has plenty of money for an individual. However, he still found himself in a rut because he would spend a lot of money on unnecessary things and didn't feel fulfilled. So still looking at, what are my finances? Looking, how do I use that to build the connection appropriate? Second tip that I have for you, it's going to sound so redundant, but I promise you, I have a different twist that we can take. And that's going to be, look at your budget. So I took a random month this summer, I think it was August, and I wrote every expense down that I had in August, whether that be a purchase of milk or whether that a purchase of shoes. I wrote it down, and it allowed me to see from August 1st to August 31st what I spent. And not only does that give you an eye-opening experience, it just hones you in a little bit to show you what are your actual wants versus your needs. So you can start, moving yourself into a awareness point of view. Now, this is not to shame yourself, not to feel bad about yourself, but take the right little steps to get you out of a space of feeling mentally drained. My last tip that I provide to you when it comes to financial stress is look at ways to increase or seek knowledge. YouTube videos are amazing. Books around finances, offers such as Fiverr. Fiverr has financial advisors that you could pay $5 for and get some clarity and some insight, tips, tricks on articles. They are very helpful. I know this might sound ridiculous.
I hate to say it. I hope I don't sound ridiculous.
However, it is everywhere. And that is going to be comparing yourself to others and fearing judgment from others. When someone judges you, they're exploiting their own inferiority. And so what that means is that has nothing to do with you. They are showing you what their true fear is. So at the end of the day, don't worry about it. Ignore the pressures of society. Think about what feels right to you within. Don't think about the things that, society is portraying on you, or even friends or family that may be portraying something onto you that's giving you a heavy heart. Think about the things that feel right to you and do it. Everyone is running their own race, so are you. There are different timelines for everyone. So yes, admire people's success. However, don't envy. Just understand that your time is coming. My second tip that I have for you is going to be indulge in joy, indulge in happiness, create laughter, give joy, receive joy, and be receptive of goodness. You will truly see a difference when it comes to not worrying about what you have on, or not worrying about what she may think of you, or you don't care. You are honing in on yourself, you are focusing on yourself, and you're bringing joy and gratification to you. Lastly, work on building confidence. Exercises such as going out and doing something different. For example, I knew a friend who would challenge herself with her confidence by wearing a weird tacky shirt. It would be eye-triggering to anyone who saw the shirt. It wasn't inappropriate, it was just eye-triggering, like weird, like okay. And so what she would do is purposely wear that shirt. She knows she was getting looks at, her shirt, but she was practicing confidence within that. So as she was walking around, she saw the looks, but she started to say, they're just looking at whatever they're gonna look at, feeling however they're gonna feel, because at the end of the day, I have no control over that. So practice confidence wherever there be, some studies that you could do, some articles that you can read. Strengthen that muscle, and I promise you, you won't care what anybody else is saying. You won't fear the judgment that people have, because at the end of the day, they will have it. So the top third reason why you're probably feeling mentally drained is associated to mental stress. And I've combined both personal and work. 32% of US workers fear and worry about unemployment on a day-to-day. That is so huge, thinking about we spend most of our waking hours working. If you have a high stress job, think about the high impact that may cause on your health. So if you're having recent changes in sleep habits, recent anxiety habits that have shot through the roof, first thing that I would suggest is exercise. Exercise not only gives you an eye-opening breather from your day-to-day or your work, but it allows you to just decompress from the regular routine. Just like the other day, I went to a botanical garden. That was just a walk through nature. It allows you to see things other than yourself. Walk through the park, join some activities. Kickball is nice. Just something to make you get out of your head. Another thing that I suggest is be around loved ones. Be around people who love you. Be around your family. I know sometimes, don't get me wrong, sometimes our friends and family may be the stressors if you're associating that to personal. However, be around the people that you're not stressed with. Whether that be 5 minutes or however long you need. You do want to be around people that bring love and light out of you, okay? Lastly, the tip that I want to present is your belief system, whether that be religion or the universe or whatever you see fit to bring you back to your why. Who guides you? Look at that and come back to yourself. Everyone has their own whys. I can't, correlate that to you. I can't make it make sense for you. But all I can suggest is go back to that. Those are my top 3 reasons why you're feeling mentally drained. It has been a pleasure. You keep doing your best. I know you got this. Tune in for the next one.